Big fin squid. This cephalopod looks like a creature from another planet due to its extremely thin, wire-like tentacles that can stretch over 20 feet long. Unlike other squids, its arms bend at sharp, elbow-like angles, allowing the appendages to trail beneath its body as it drifts through the abyss. It is rarely seen by humans, with most footage coming from remote-controlled cameras operating in the deepest parts of the ocean. Scientists believe these long limbs are covered in microscopic suckers used to snag tiny organisms floating in the water column. Barrel-eye fish. This small inhabitant of the twilight zone is famous for having a completely transparent, fluid-filled shield covering the top of its head. Inside this dome, its bright green, tubular eyes are clearly visible and usually point directly upward to spot the shadows of prey. The eyes can actually rotate forward when the fish moves to strike, allowing it to see exactly what it is about to eat. Because it lives in a region where light is extremely dim, this unusual anatomy provides a significant evolutionary advantage in the darkness. Giant siphonophore. Though it looks like a single, incredibly long rope drifting through the water, this is actually a massive colony of thousands of individual organisms working together. Each specialized member of the colony performs a specific task, such as swimming, feeding, or reproducing, and they are all physically linked to one another. Some specimens have been measured at over 100 feet in length, making them potentially longer than a blue whale. They use bioluminescent lures to attract small fish into a curtain of stinging tentacles that stretch out across the deep. Deep-sea dragonfish. This predator is defined by its oversized, needle-like teeth and a glowing barbel that hangs from its chin like a fishing lure. Despite its fearsome appearance, it is actually quite small, usually only reaching about 6 inches in length. Its body is covered in specialized cells that produce light, allowing it to communicate or hide its silhouette from predators swimming below. Some species even have the rare ability to produce red light, which most other deep-sea creatures cannot see, acting like a secret infrared sniper scope in the dark. Gulper eel. Also known as the pelican eel, this creature possesses a mouth that is much larger than its own body. Its loosely hinged jaw can unroll to swallow prey significantly bigger than itself, which is then stored in a highly expandable stomach. Its body is long and thin, tapering into a whip-like tail that often ends in a glowing light organ. Because food is so scarce in the deep ocean, this extreme adaptation ensures that the eel can capitalize on any meal it happens to encounter, no matter the size. Predatory tunicate. This animal resembles a translucent Venus flytrap anchored to the seafloor or canyon walls. It stays stationary with its massive, hood-like mouth wide open, waiting for unsuspecting small crustaceans or fish to drift inside. Once a meal enters the hood, the tunicate snaps shut with surprising speed, trapping the prey within its gelatinous body. They are most commonly found in the deep-sea canyons off the coast of California and are a rare example of a highly active predator among typically passive filter feeders. Vampire squid. Its name comes from its dark reddish color and the webbing between its arms that looks like a tattered cape. It lives in the oxygen minimum zone, a depth where most other animals would suffocate thanks to its incredibly efficient metabolism. When threatened, it doesn't ink like other squids. Instead, it turns itself inside out to expose rows of soft spines and releases a cloud of glowing bioluminescent mucus to confuse attackers. Despite its name, it is a scavenger that feeds primarily on marine snow, which is a mixture of organic detritus falling from the surface. Glass squid. These creatures are almost entirely transparent, making them nearly invisible to predators in the open ocean. Their bodies are shaped like balloons and are often filled with an ammonia solution that helps them stay buoyant without exerting energy. The only parts that aren't clear are their eyes and a small digestive gland, both of which are equipped with light organs on the underside to cancel out their shadows. This camouflage technique, known as counter-illumination, is vital for survival in the vast, unprotected waters of the deep. Tripod fish. This fish is one of the few species that spends most of its time standing still on the seafloor rather than swimming. It uses 3 incredibly long, stiff fins that act like stilts to prop its body up several inches above the mud. By facing into the current and extending its long pectoral fins like antennas, it can feel the vibrations of tiny shrimp drifting toward its mouth. This energy-efficient lifestyle is perfect for the deep sea, where the lack of food makes constant swimming a dangerous waste of resources. Sea pig. This is a type of deep-sea sea cucumber that gets its name from its plump, pinkish body and the tube-like legs it uses to walk across the ocean floor. These legs are actually powered by water pressure, allowing the creature to move in search of concentrated patches of organic matter. They often congregate in massive herds, numbering in the hundreds, acting as the primary vacuum cleaners of the abyss. While they look soft and vulnerable, their skin is often laced with toxins to prevent predators from turning them into a meal.
Frilled shark. With a body shaped like an eel and rows of strange three-pointed teeth, this shark looks like a relic from the age of dinosaurs. Its name comes from the 6 pairs of frilly gill slits that wrap around its throat, a feature not seen in more modern shark species. It is rarely encountered by humans because it prefers to stay at depths of several thousand feet, where it likely lunges at prey by curving its body and striking like a snake. Its fossil record suggests that its appearance has remained largely unchanged for millions of years. Goblin shark. This rare shark is easily identified by its long, flat snout and a jaw that can launch forward at high speeds to catch prey. The snout is packed with sensory organs that detect the electrical fields of other animals in total darkness. When a fish gets close enough, the shark's jaw unhinges and shoots out almost to the end of its nose, snapping shut before the victim can react. Its pinkish hue comes from blood vessels visible through its translucent skin, adding to its eerie, otherworldly appearance.